Okay, so today marks 5 straight weeks of updates. So we're going to close this week out with a nice quick fire update. Um, Simple enough. Every New York session for the last couple of days has been filled with news, and price action has reacted very violently to that. You can see it's pretty clear that the market's digesting some information here, and we're very much just in a range right now. So you could just see it like this. These are your range highs where you'll see supply. This is where you'll see demand. Okay, not really too much more to play, to be honest. Of course, we could be looking for higher prices. I'm still looking for this 4, 5, 5, 6 area, that daily there. But for now, it's just better to just treat this as a range. Going into the weekend, don't think we have any significant news at all today, so you may get some nice trading environment. You may get a nice trading environment. I was looking for these lower regions here, and then just as London was opening, I was seeing that it started kicking off. So we may want to be looking even lower. Um, but this region here, this is very much of interest to me because if you look at my Messi chart, you can see that we've opened the CME and the UTC outside of the previous day value area. We did that for the second day in a row now. So we opened out there down here, I believe. Yeah, opened down here. That was outside. What did we do? We eventually filled the whole thing. So it could be significant again today. But we do have a very interesting zone around 4, 5, 1, 5. You've got the previous day point of control, the VWAP close, the previous day equilibrium, and the time point of control. So very interesting zone to the downside. You've got um, you've obviously got the 618 there. You've got this little demand zone. So we do drop into there. Could be definitely an interesting area if you look for a reaction. But the minute will look like we may be just rejecting from these highs here. You got some supply hanging around here. You can see we tapped into it a couple of times, a few times now, to be fair. So, um, bit of a tricky one, to be honest. Just probably looking for intraday scalps up here, shorty. Maybe take out that liquidity or that liquidity, or maybe look for longs down here. And there's not much more I can go on really. Um, Yeah, maybe we pull back in below Asia highs and you could get a potential short off this. But we seem to be just impulsing at the minute, as you can see. Uh, yeah, I'd let London play itself out because typically when price makes a move, um, it tends to carry on. So, this may be a sign that we could be running on the day, or it could just be an attempt to grab some liquidity. We'll see. For now, there's no real true sign that we are going to be breaking either way. Um, Although we do have this internal breaking structure here, we could be looking at this taking that next leg up. There could be a sign there. It's the more likely scenario than breaking down right now because we'd have to start closing candles in this region here, and you can see that demand has just stepped in every single time it's came down to here. So for now, it's literally just sideways. And that's it. I think Bitcoin's pretty interesting at the minute. Um, you can see I had this volume profile pulled from low to high. At these demand zones I was looking at, you've got a point of control here, 702 fib. You get a great reaction. You start breaking 15-minute structure here, and as you can see now, we're reacting from this 15-minute demand zone with the daily open. So really, I'm looking for Bitcoin to start making these moves back up because I am long. I'm looking for that to happen. Maybe flip this area of supply here. Look to do that. And then once we break above here, I believe we'll take a new high. So you could just treat this as your sort of 3 points on the chart. So as long as we're above here, expect here. As long as we're below here, could potentially expect here. So um, it's as simple as just range, volume profile, rotations, very, very simple stuff. Probably already know all that now, but I'm a little off topic anyway. So, yeah, I think Bitcoin's definitely an interesting one to watch, and altcoins, you got a nice dip yesterday. It hasn't really done anything significant with that drop. What's that doing that? Hasn't really achieved much. And you've broken some structure here, so you know it looks okay for the next leg up. If you start coming below this low here, then you know I think this is pretty much your line in the sand. If you're coming below this wick, it's more than likely you're going to fill the rest of that wick because there's not really much to hold it. And you've got a value area low right at the bottom. So yeah, this is kind of your invalidation now for any crypto trades. So definitely give that a look. Yeah, we're chilling. It's a relaxed Friday. Just play the range. If you want to catch up on yesterday's trade, go to my Twitter. Do closing notes here or talk about the trade that I took and how I flipped into a short position to make sure that I was in the right side of the market and made profits on both of those positions. So happy days. Yeah, give me a follow. I'm posting all the time. Doing regular updates in here now as well. Some good content coming out. Some memes as well that happen to be occurring, but memes that make you some money. It's good stuff. Anyway, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Adios.